Hi, this is Rabbi Zach Pleasant, and you are listening to You've Always Belonged Here, Temple Israel of Westport's new podcast. Each week, we will share moments from the Bima given by our clergy team or conversations with members of our staff or community.
For so many American Jews, especially those of us not in the Orthodox world, voting Democrat has been not just a matter of political choice. It has felt like part of our identity. I grew up in a home in which all of time was measured before and after November 22nd, 1963, the day Kennedy was assassinated. And in my house, Richard Nixon was known only as that man. Identity. Far greater than politics. And that is why today I find myself so surprised and dismayed by everything we have seen over the past year and especially this summer within the Democratic Party. We've seen this summer as Mayor Mamdani threatens to arrest the Prime Minister of Israel, even though he knows he has no legal basis on which to do so. We've watched DSA candidates win New York primaries, several of them. And now Abdul El-Sayed win the Michigan Senate primary just this week. It feels like every Democratic primary has become a referendum on the Jewish state. It feels like the price of admission, just the price of admission, has been severe criticism, delegitimization of Israel, and elevation of the Palestinian cause. Now, we support Palestinian rights, but not at the expense of Israeli security and safety. Feels like we're on the verge of a seismic shift in American politics. And lest you think that I am only critical of the Democratic Party, oh no. There is a real and serious struggle within both parties. Yes, the Democrats seem fixated on Israel and on AIPAC. Just look at the statements of El-Sayed and even the former candidate, Graham Plattner in Maine. But there's little difference on the right. Those on the right often see a vast Zionist conspiracy operating behind the scenes, pulling the levers of power. It's the same allegation on the far left and the far right. And so it feels to me, as I said, that we are on the verge of a seismic shift, not just in American politics, but in our own identity as American Jews. This is not about Israel. Israel, I am sure, will continue to be strong and secure and resilient and capable and creative. This is about us. But I want you all to know that we are stronger and more resilient and more capable and creative than we think. We are not going anywhere. And we will not retreat from the political scene or from this country. No, we will engage. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about how I think, or I will plan to engage. We're going to hold a number of events here with our own Democratic leaders, Representative Haim, Senator Blumenthal, and other Democratic leaders, so that we can talk to them face to face, and we can have a conversation and share with them what's important to us. as Jews. In just a couple of weeks, I'm going to go down to Atlanta for a summit involving rabbis and black pastors. We know the black community and the Jewish community used to be very close, but quite a chasm has widened between us. I'm sure we'll solve everything in 2.5 days. But we will be face to face, we will engage, and we will try. And I want to suggest that we should elevate certain Democratic leaders. For example, not all the results of the New York primary were disappointing. On the Upper West Side of Manhattan, my wife Haley's childhood friend, Michael Lasher, they grew up in Hebrew school and youth group together, a congregation, Rodef Shalom, in the city, a pro-Israel Democrat, won his primary, and we know will carry forward our interests, even though he doesn't specifically represent those of us in this zip code. And in Missouri, Cori Bush was defeated by Wesley Bell, who also will keep Israel positively on the agenda. This is not the end of anything. I would suggest it is the beginning of a new stage in American politics and a new stage of American Jewish identity. I know that we will travel the long road ahead together with strength and resilience and creativity, and always with pride. Ken Yehi Ratzon.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of You've Always Belonged Here. Be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. To learn more about Temple Israel, visit our website, tiwestport.org, follow us on Instagram at Temple Israel Westport, or like us on Facebook, Temple Israel of Westport, Connecticut.